Guys, this is Adrian from Tech Social, and today we're taking a look at Nuffnang X. This is a social blog stalking platform, and what it allows you to do, as you can see as I take a tour, it's a blog aggregator of sorts. It takes your blog posts and digests them from around the world for making them simpler and easier to read by basing them just kind of down to their text format, images, really easy to read, simplifying it, allowing you to stalk all your blogging networks very simply and easy. And of course, you can engage with your other, favorite bloggers and readers, etc. It leaves all that social interaction within the application. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit get started here. You have two options, or a couple options. You can sign in with Facebook or Twitter, or you can just sign up here at the very bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and sign in with Twitter here since my Twitter account is already logged, or should be signed up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and authorize NetCentric, which is their, what runs with Nuffnang, to allow access through my Twitter account. So I already gave it access to the account here, and you can see here I can say create new account or link existing account with Twitter, which would, if you do this, if you already have an existing account and wish to link it to your Twitter account. So I'm just going to say go ahead and create a new account just for this purpose here, and I can publish it on Twitter if I'd like to, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and put my email in. I'm just going to put one of my emails here, and I'll say at gmail.com. And then go ahead and put that in, and of course you're going to have to agree to the terms and conditions. I'll submit, and with that it's going to be giving you a link for verification. So what I can do is I can either open Safari. You can see I just got the verification there, so I'm going to go ahead and verify that. So I'm back in the application, and I have to go through the rigmarole of signing up. And I like to do this just because it's a real user experience. I like to walk through in my reviews how it goes about when I'm signing up. And I did actually have a couple issues that I want to mention off the bat before I dive into the app. So Nuffnang allows you to register via Twitter and or Facebook, and of course just your email address. I had a couple issues. So one, I had to sign up through Twitter, and I authorized my Twitter app at least 3 times, and it said it was logging in. It would just sit there at the sign up page. Additionally, then I went through signing up via email, and then I had to go through email, reset a password. I used the password they gave me, and still nothing. It sat at the sign-in page. It said I was logged in, and I actually had to end up exiting the app, going back in, still wouldn't do nothing. I had to open up the iOS Task Manager, not delete the app, but close the app out of backgrounding, and then log back in, and eventually it worked. So I finally got taken to this screen right here where setting up your account. So there was some issues there with setting up the account that did cause a rigmarole, and it would be kind of a pain for most users, I would think. So that is one con, but actually I got past that. So you can see here, clues about blogs or blogosphere, you know it all. So I'm going to go with the blogosphere know it all, as I am a blogger and I do know a good amount of blogs. So I can enter a blog URL or name. So let's say, for example, I want to look up Daring Fireball, which is a pretty popular tech blog out there. And you can see it does pick it up right away, Daring Fireball. I'm going to say add that. I can add that to a list, and you can see here I can also get a small introduction to the blog. You can see it shows I just started following it, and it can show top favorited posts. It shows other people who are following it, etc. I can add it to a list if I'd like. I can go ahead and create one, and I can go back here. So let's go back to my feed here. So this is the main interface of the application. Basically, your feed will show you blogs you follow, etc., and will show you a concise, simple version of it. You're not getting all those ads. You're not getting all those images and everything, flashy, whatever content that's in it. You're getting pure, content, and it's really simplifying it for you. You don't have to see all this stuff. You can see it's just really simplified reading. I mean, you can see there's some mobile ads at the bottom here and there, but it does pretty much simplify what you get here in a concise format. In that case, I was clicking on a link going to another site, but you can see here, for example, it just shows that plain stuff. And I can click on the thing if I really do want to get expanded more. You can see it takes me to the actual site. But you see, for the most part, I don't have to read all this stuff on the side. I can see the concise version of it. And in Daring Fireball's case, he links off to a lot of stuff. So that's for the reason it goes to the website. But you still see that short description of what he posted here. You can like it. So, for example, I can hit like right here. And I can also comment on it. And I also have some other options. Like, for example, I can Twitter it, share it, or Twitter, Facebook it, email it, readability, and I also have more options right here to open in Safari, and just tons of different services it supports. So that is one plus I noticed while going through the app. It has tons of sharing options, which of course is really nice. And of course, it's a great way to aggregate all your blogs. So instead of having to go to each individual blog, or maybe you have them bookmarked, you go into this application, you add all the blogs that you follow, or the main ones that you follow, and then you get them all in this one simple to read feed. You can go to recommended, so you can see blogs that you may be interested in. So you can see here, and you can have the opportunity to follow them here. You also have like all these. So these are ones from different categories. So actually, I'm into design, so apartment therapy might be something cool that I want to follow. Additionally, I can go through categories and go through stuff that I'm interested in, like for example, technology, and get all of those categories there as well. Conversations will just show all your replies to people, and me is your own profile. So you see your blog. If you have a blog, you can claim it, and then blogs you follow, and you see your recent activity. So it's a really cool way to aggregate all your blog content. If you're a huge blogger, if you don't know anything about blogs, or if you do know a lot about the blogosphere, they have that tended to you, so you can customize your feed and all that. It's a really cool way to get all your content in one app, one place, simply being able to read it. Like I said, I did have app issues signing up, verifying my account. That was a little bit on the downside. Other than that, everything works fine. The app doesn't crash for me, or hasn't crashed for me yet. I've ran on my iPhone 5. I like how they have support for the iPhone 5. Overall, it's a great application. Do check it out in the App Store. Nuffnang. I'm Adrian for Tech Social.